What's up, guys? This morning I weighed 243. Time for my glucose check, and I'm at 107. This is a little bit over 2 hours after eating. So today's topic is all about how to stop consuming bad oils. So this one is the most difficult one to do by far because the only real way to stop consuming bad oils is to stop eating out, basically. And that's really hard to do. I mean, especially in our fast food society, as my mom always say, in our microwave society, where we just want to microwave everything. We want it instant and right now. So it's all about the omega 3 to omega 6 ratio. You, in general, want to have more omega 3s in your diet than omega 6s. And so you want to eat only 100% grass fed, grass finished beef and lamb. And you want to have pasture raised poultry, wild caught seafood, because they have the best sources of omega 3 and the best omega 3 to 6 ratio. So you are what you eat. You've probably heard that phrase plenty of times. But I want to expand that because you are also what you eat eats, right? So when you think about the cattle and the seafood, if they're fed high grain diets, which is an unnatural diet for them, then the fat that makes up their body is going to be high in omega 6s. So salmon, and I have a website that I'm going to share below in the description. Salmon are fed dry pellets, right? Farm raised salmon. And so these pellets contain according to the website, about 70% vegetable ingredients and 30% marine raw materials like fishmeal and fish oil. So when you look at the vegetable component, right, it says that the vegetable ingredients in the fish is derived from plants like soy, sunflower, rapeseed, corn, broad beans, and wheat. I don't know what broad beans are, but I'm guessing maybe a variety of beans. But you look at the soy, the sunflower, the rapeseed, the corn. It's like, if I'm on a reversal of diet type 2 diabetes diet and I want to avoid those types of things and those types of oils, then if I'm eating seafood that is eating those things, you see how this all plays in together. So it's the highest sources of omega 3s are in nature are wild caught salmon, anchovies, sardines, herring, mackerel, and trout. And then the highest sources of omega 6s are packaged foods. So think your cookies, crackers, chips, fast food, and highly processed foods. So if you don't eat what you love, this is what I've learned. If you don't eat what you love, then you're not going to be able to stick to any diet. And when it comes to reversing type 2 diabetes and prediabetes, it's not just a diet, it's really a lifestyle, right? You're going to have to make an entire lifestyle change. When you understand the rules, the first three steps, I've been focusing on what not to do because it's very important that you eliminate these things, the sugars, the carbs, and the bad oils, right? The final two steps that I'm going to go over next are about what to do. But in the realm of all the things you can possibly eat, right, you have to set boundaries. But within those boundaries, there's a whole list of foods that you like or could potentially like, right? So you got to think about it from that perspective. This is not just a diet, it's not just a fad, it's a whole lifestyle change. Now, I know there are people out there, I love to cook, right? So it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But I know there's a lot of people out there who perhaps don't like cooking. So this is where you have to start thinking about simple 2 to 3 ingredient meals that you can cook quickly and that require very little preparation. And that's almost all seafood. So if you look at the list of high things that are high in omega 3s, right? It's the wild caught salmon, anchovies, sardines, herring, mackerel, and trout. Like you can eat those limitlessly. I like what Dr. Ben Beekman says. He talks about he says controlling carbs, prioritizing protein, and filling with fat. And I will go over in more details what those mean later when I do my segment on him specifically. But you want to prioritize your protein and you want to avoid these bad fats. So these are some of the strategies that I use to do so. Stay with me, and together we will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.